right, we are back with another episode of It's That Easy. It is Saturday morning edition. We will be talking some baseball today. But you know what I did miss from yesterday, or the last show was my 200th episode. That's pretty cool. You know that I'm just trying to be consistent and also trying to get to football. So get almost there, almost there. So if you're watching, please like the video, and if you get a chance, go ahead and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. So here's what we're going to do today. I'm going to show you what happened yesterday. We had our picks, 4 picks, and we were going to give the money to charity if we won. I'll tell you what happened there. I got one of my coolest collectibles that I got here that I just fell in love with that I want to show you guys, and then we will do it again for today, Saturday's picks. Got 5 of them. We're going to go big today. Go big, go home. We're going big. We're going to win. We're going to give some money to these charities, and something's going to happen good for us. So, all right, here we go. So yesterday, we had 4 picks. 4 picks. If they all won, we were going to win $245 or $55. I was going to pocket the 55. Then we were going to give 200 to a charity of my choice or your choice or somebody's choice. And then, you know what I was thinking? We could probably break it up, like give 100 to one, 100 to the other. But here's the thing. Not everybody worked out for us yesterday. So we had the Mets to win yesterday. Look at that. The Mets did their part in Pittsburgh. Mets said, yeah, we want to help you out. We want to give charity. We're all about that. We're going to win. And I was like, oh, thank you guys. Good job there. The other team was the Braves. Yeah, the Braves. They must not like charity. What is wrong with them? They don't want to give or something? What? Yeah, they lost 3-2 to a Yankees team who still doesn't have Judge. But you know what? That just helped me understand more who the Braves are. Had the Diamondbacks. And you know what? The Diamondbacks, they said, you know what? We don't care that the A's or the Braves lost and ruined the whole thing for everybody. We're going to do our thing. The Diamondbacks were actually losing at the end of in the 9th inning. Came back to win. Talk about they love charities. They love to support us. Look at that. Good job, Diamondbacks. Man, those guys. And then the Rays were like, you know what? We did our part too. So 3 of the 4 won yesterday, and the Braves ruined it for us. Come on. Man. Yeah. So that's a little frustrating. I'm not going to lie. But you know what? That's baseball. But you know what? I do have some stats. So let me show you what. So I've been keeping track of picks since the beginning, but really, I've created a formula that I use to every day look at who could be the possible winner, who could be the possible loser of every game that goes on in baseball. And so just stats from June 27th to yesterday. 54% of the favorites that were picked won. That means that 46% of the winners were the actual underdogs. So almost half of the picks, half of the time that they pick a winner, the underdog wins, which tells me there's so much money to be made out there, because that's where you win. If you look at today, I don't even know if I showed it today. I'm going to show it, but the Red Sox are they're so favored, plus 234. Like you have to bet $10 to win $2, right? So in times like that, yes, you want to pick the favorites, and you're like, yeah, the Red Sox are hot and they're going to win, but you don't make anything for that. But playing on the underdogs is where you win the money, which is what we did yesterday. All those teams were underdogs, and the only one that didn't come through for us was Atlanta. Diamondbacks. Who knew the Diamondbacks were going to win? We're going to beat the Dodgers. I did. But everybody else didn't know that. We won that. Tampa Bay, they had Tampa Bay losing, or, as the underdog to the Mariners. So, yeah. So, when I look at stuff, this is what I'm looking for. Of course, once again, I'll say it again. Everybody wants to just be like, oh, yeah, look, Milwaukee, Dodgers, Braves, blah, blah, blah. They're going to win. I'll just pick all the winners. But you don't really win that way, And this is more of a challenge. Maybe I'm in it for more of the challenge than anything else. But we got 5 today. But before we do that, I want to show you one of my favorite collectibles. I told you I collect Marvel. I collect silver, but this isn't silver. Let's see if we can do it. I think I have to put a background on it. Look at this. I don't know if you can see this. So this is a Funko Pop. I know my light's got it going. Let's see if we get that there. It's hard to do. Sorry about that, guys. But basically, you see that? Okay. It is a replica of the first appearance of Wolverine, right? I don't know if you're a comic buff or a Marvel buff, but Wolverine's first appearance was in Incredible Hulk number 181. So Hulk is hanging out. Somehow he makes his way to Canada. He starts fighting a monster called Wendigo. The Canadian government had created, they wanted to protect themselves, so they created this, they got this mutant. They made all his bones and his claws made of adamantium, which in Marvel is an unbreakable metal there, and sent him out to go protect Canada. And he goes to fight Hulk, goes to fight Wendigo. Yeah, obviously they didn't kill each other, but that was his first appearance. And so I have that. It's a Funko that has him in, and then the cover of the comic book, super, super cool. I actually have a couple other things of that comic as well that I might share later on another day. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you guys because I just love collecting things too. And that's one of the things in my collection there. So, all right. So let's go to today, Saturday, August 8th picks. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to have 5 picks. And I'm going with some underdogs again. We are picking 5 teams to win. If they win, a $10 bet pays off $555. If we win, $54 of that goes into my pocket so I can keep doing this. The other $500, I'm pretty sure we are going to split between multiple charities. And I have a couple in mind. I'm not going to go into them until we actually win, and then I'll go into, which ones we're looking at. But I've got 2 in mind at least to split it with. I'm sure we could find 3 or 4 to really, give $100+ a piece to each one. But let's see how it goes. So, I did my research again, ran all my formulas, and here's what I got coming up today. So we got the Braves still in New York. And you're thinking, wait, the Braves let you down yesterday. Yes, they did. That is why we're not picking the Braves. But here's the thing. The Braves are pitching their ace, Sale, 2.08 ERA. The Yankees are pitching Garrett Cole, 3.42 ERA. They've both done well over the last 5 games. Sale gave up 6 runs, and Cole's given up 9 runs. They've both won their last 2 games, or the teams have won the last 2 games that they've pitched. But the Braves, even though they were on a 4-game winning streak, they lost yesterday. The Yankees were struggling a little bit, but they decided, you know what? We're going to get back to our winning ways. The Yankees are the underdog today. They are a plus 130. If we look at the stats, look at this. The Braves ran out of gas. Yankees were like, you know what? We just went to the gas station. We filled up. Last 2 or 3 games they've won. Well, guess what? We're going New York Yankees to win today. So, go Yanks. Next game, we're back with the Angels, right? The Angels playing, let's see. Sorry, my face covers it up, my bad. They're playing the Marlins. There it is, Miami. Angels are pitching Urana, 2.54 ERA. Marlins are pitching Alcantara, 3.68 ERA. Look at this. Miami's picked to win. Why would that be? Let's see. Angels pitcher giving up 3 runs in his last 5 games. That's pretty good. That's the 0.6 runs per game for those last 5. Marlins 9 runs. Angels have won 3 of their last 4 games that their pitcher has pitched. And let's see. Marlins have won the last 2, but they lost the 3 prior. Not too good there. Look at this. Angels struggled a little bit, against Orioles and said, you know what? We're going to figure this out. They figured it out. They figured it out again yesterday against Miami. Miami, on the other hand, they thought they were doing pretty good against the Mets. Went to Atlanta, got swept. Said, you know what? Let's go to Los Angeles and see what we can do. Yeah, you lost again. Guess what? We are going Angels to win again today to add as our second team. Look at that, plus 146. Beautiful. The third team, we were looking at the Mets and the Pirates. The Mets are pitching stock, 1.80 ERA. The bad part is it's only his first start. So he only gave up 1 run, right, in his first start. So he's making his second start today. The Pirates are pitching Bubba Chandler, 4.49 ERA there. He's given up 11 runs in his last 5 starts. I mean, that's not bad, honestly. That's like a little over 2 a game there. Let's go look at the magic numbers here. Look at the Mets. Lost to Miami 5 games ago, but went to Cleveland, swept those guys. Went to Pittsburgh yesterday, put a beating on them. Pittsburgh, on the other hand, 5 games ago, they're like, man, we beat Milwaukee. We're good. And yeah, Milwaukee said, no, we're going to take that back. Then they got beaten by the Mets. We are going with the Mets today again. Mets are a plus 112. I think they have the better stats there, and they might be on a little roll. We're going to see. But here we go. Go Mets. Next one, Dodgers and the Diamondbacks. Why would you go back to the well again? I don't know why, but I did. Dodgers are pitching Yamamoto, 2.76 ERA, 10 runs in his last 5 games. The Diamondbacks are pitching. That sounds like a sound, not a name. But I don't know how to pronounce it. Let's call him PFAT. So PFAT is pitching for the Diamondbacks. He's got a 3.66 ERA, but he's only given up 6 runs in his last 5 games. That is just over 1 run a game. They've won his last 5 starts, and one of the wins was against, guess who? The Dodgers. That's right. So let's go to our magic stat at the bottom here to finalize everything. The Dodgers, not only did they get swept by Boston, and they got swept by the Cubs. They went to Arizona last night and lost. We knew that already. Arizona came back at the end to win the game. Diamondbacks, they're starting to find their way here. 2 of 4 against San Diego. Okay. Can we catch fire in a bottle again? 2 days in a row with the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers? I say yes. So let's go Diamondbacks. They are a plus 159 money line for the win. So we're going Arizona. And that's a late game. Oh, that's a 7 o'clock game, so not too bad. And then in our final one, the final and the 5th game, we are going back to the well one more time. You got Tampa Bay, who is a plus 105 underdog against Seattle. You know, this is a closer one, obviously, right? Let's see. Tampa Bay's pitching Jacks, 3.63 ERA, 11 runs in his last 5 games. You know, not bad. 2 runs a game. They have lost a few of his games recently, so let's not talk about that one. Seattle's pitching Kirby, 3.76 ERA, also giving up 11 runs in his last 5 games. So, you know, it's about the same there. They have won a few of his most recent games, so yeah, we won't go there. But let's go to our magic number here at the end. Tampa Bay, 5 games ago, lost to the White Sox. We thought, Tampa Bay's in trouble. Then they went to Colorado, fixed all that, swept Colorado, beat Seattle last night 2-1. Seattle had won a couple of games, one against Minnesota, one against Detroit, but lost the series against Detroit 2-3. Lost to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's the better team in my opinion. And I think it's going to be a lot more. They will win by a lot more than 1 run tonight. So we got Tampa Bay. So let's review those games for us here. We got the Yankees. We got the Angels. We got the Mets. We got the Diamondbacks. And we got the Rays winning today. All of them are going to win tonight. $10 bet's going to pay off $554. $54 will go into my account so I can continue to do this at least another 5 times, right? $10 a shot. And then $500 we will donate. I'm guessing between at least 2 charities. I'm pretty sure we could find 4 that we could divvy up the money in. So hope you had a great week. Hope you had a great Friday yesterday. You're having a great weekend today. Get to go do some stuff. I know there's tons of baseball on. You should watch it all, but also go out, go do something. get in your yard, go cut your grass, because I got to go do that myself. But enjoy your time, enjoy your weekend. Let's get this win. And if you do decide to bet on baseball today, I hope you win a ton of money. So enjoy it, and we will see you on the next one.